I am back, everyone. I do not know what just happened. I mean, I know that my computer that I'm streaming from just blue screened. I've had this computer for 3 years now. Hasn't happened before. So, that's very frustrating. What of course I will be doing, or what I will be doing, is editing the two videos that will be created as a result of this together, and re-uploading it as a single video. Very frustrating. Basically, I don't know if it was OBS that caused a blue screen, or if it was the capture card. You could say technically the capture card caused it, but it could have been due to OBS's inability to handle the actual incoming signal. Or it could be straight up the driver or the incoming signal of the capture card caused it. I do not know. Welcome back, guys. Thanks for joining again so quickly. I do thank you a lot for that. Again, my PC went ahead and decided to blue screen on me, and it's not okay for it to do that, because I've had this PC for 3 years now. It has never blue screened. It decided to blue screen today, just as I, for the first time, use my new capture cards. So, I've updated OBS. OBS was not updated, and possibly that was needed. Now that it has been updated, hopefully it will be able to handle the incoming connection of my new capture cards. So, yeah, I don't know. All I can say is that I'm now going to find a new room and head into there. Because it ended up being that that group was grinding the same quest repeatedly, which is pretty boring. So we're going to try this group again. I know it says target gathering and the comment is looking for resources, but I don't know if I can trust that. I mean, are they really going to be doing that? Seriously. But, yeah. I will go through my, so for whatever reason the host of that particular room can't be connected to, by me at the very least, so that's very frustrating. But again, this was intended to be something of a test recording anyway. It's just part of the official Doomlink's Live Hunt series, because I thought, why not? I'm going to sit here and play some Monster Hunter, so may as well have it part of an official series. So yeah, it's part of the Live Hunt series, but again, that's really nasty. I'm hoping that that's not going to repeat itself, because what happened was, in OBS, my video playback went black, as you were able to see. And then, when I deactivated it, like the actual capture card itself, in OBS, and reactivated it, instant blue screen. So, again, this is a test. We're going to see if this happens again. Really bothersome, and I'm sure I'll be able to find a fix of some description. So yeah, we're just going to continue on and hope that that was just some sort of freak occurrence that is not going to repeat itself. But anyway, I'm going to go back into the server and yeah, do the whole reconnect and all of that business. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put that previous stream on private. It will, of course, auto-archive, and I will download both of what has been recorded, like both of the two videos that will be archived on Twitch, and then I'm going to put them together and re-upload that to YouTube instead. Frustrating for me, but for the VOD viewers it should be fine, so we'll just do that. Allow me a moment to go into my video manager and make that previous archive private. If you could load, that would be phenomenal. Okay, so while the laptop's doing that, I'm going to try and find a room. We've got 18 people now. Am I going to... Oh, I have been left with a passworded room. These dickheads right here. 18 people in the world playing this game, and they want to put a passworded room? Fuck you too. Anyway, I find that to be really frustrating, personally. Like, imagine being so up yourself that you're not going to let anyone join you when there's, like, as many as 6 or as few as 6 rooms to choose from at any given point in time. It's frickin' terrible as far as I'm concerned. But anyway, we're going to set that previous stream to private. And indeed it will be re-uploaded in a single video, including this one, which is now a separate recording. Okay. I am now in the chat. and hopefully we will be able to get into a room at some point. Perhaps I'll make my own, because, again, there is something of a rotation of people coming through. So if I'm not the only one having difficulties joining this room, maybe it'll be worthwhile just creating my own now. Oh, are you telling me I have to go get my fucking gamepad to type this out? Jesus Christ. Oh, okay. I've unplugged my gamepad now. It's not a bad thing to have the gamepad close by, because you are able to see the hunter ranks of everyone in your room. Normally I'd have to sort of glance over at the thing. Or not glance, sort of like reach my neck, crane my neck to see it. There we go. I just had to learn how to speak English, yeah. Have to forgive me. Okay, we're going to name it G Hunts. We're not going to call it Turns because, I mean, it technically will be a Turns room. Or perhaps not even that. Maybe it will just be a, you know, if you want to be the one guy who's going to post a quest for me, I'll just do that repeatedly. I'm not too interested in turns here. But if that seems to be what people want, then we'll do that. We're going to go with any and, I guess, relaxed hunting. Okay. So I've made a room, hopefully people join. Again, it's always a little bit of a stab in the dark when you've got like 20 people online playing the game in the entire world, as to whether or not anyone's going to join your freaking room. But we're going to try and get that to work. But again, I do thank you all for joining me. Despite that hiccup with the stream. I mean, it doesn't have... You can't get a much worse hiccup than the stream PC blue screening. And again, it's a very solid PC, so I would suggest that that was just a freak occurrence and that it will not repeat. I don't have any wood to knock on, but yeah. So actually, this is a good opportunity for me to go through what I've been working on in this game. I have, as some of you may very well be aware, I think I mentioned it in one of my recent recordings, I did spend some time working on Generations Ultimate. In fact, I guess it's kind of implied that if I'm working towards the Hayabusa Feather, I have been spending more time in Generations Ultimate. But as well as that, I came into this game and decided I suddenly became inspired to work on this character a little bit further. One thing that I had completely neglected in this game were bow sets. I was really lazy with bow sets, and I decided that I would actually start to make bow sets, and many of them. One for every single shot type, and also a load up and non-load up version of each shot type. So I think I've made all of the armor sets, but I haven't made all of the weapons for that. So here we go. We've got spread, load up spread, pierce, load up pierce, rapid, load up rapid. And this is clearly not a finished set. What happened there? What was I missing? I must have been missing one piece of equipment or something. Well, whatever. I'll work that out later. But regardless, I do have a few of these completed. I have some fully upgraded, completed in the sense that they have weapons to be used for them. So I have this fully upgraded. This will be my fire spread bow. So if anything is weak to fire, should have done that for that Green Nagakuka quest. I didn't even think to do that. But yeah, that's my non-load up spread fire bow. Not that I'm going to have two bows that will do spread fire and one of them will be load up. It more has to do with the bows themselves. So how it will usually work is that I'll have a bow and I'll have an element. Actually, let's put it in these terms. I'll have an element and a shot type. Sometimes, to get the best level of a shot type with that element, you'll need to use load up. And sometimes you don't. So that's the variable. And, oh, we've got someone joining. Hello, can I say hello to you? I guess I have to use the fucking gamepad because I don't have my chat, yes. Hi. This guy is Hunter rank 306. He's using the Lordly Death Cap, which is a very high poison value greatsword. It's something like 1,000 poison, it's insane. But of course it's a greatsword, so unless you're hitting with the thing repeatedly, it's not too unbalanced. But anyway, here's his set. He is using a full high rank set, strangely. So, I mean, it's a very, very fucking good... Oh. Well, here I was about to compliment the guy, and he's a fucking hacker. So, well, I say hacker. That term is very outdated because generally it's not accurate. Instead, the guy is using mods, and I think that's really sad when you've got so few people playing the game, and you're gonna walk in here with modded talismans and stuff, you know, I'm gonna kick this guy. I'm not interested in playing with him, especially now that we've got Noah joining. Noah is Hunter rank 6, and yeah, I'm not even gonna waste the time. So we're gonna go remove from members, remove selected player from the room. If he doesn't want to get kicked from rooms, then maybe he cannot be a stupid modding bastard. I say that he's a stupid modding bastard in the sense that it's such a tiny community of people. And I did have, for my own personal reasons, a modded character in Try towards the end of the server's lifespan, because I basically had gotten the game with the intention of getting back up to my original level and my original equipment sets and all of that, and I was told that the game was going to shut down, and I was so pissed off that I just said, I'm not working on this anymore, so I went and got the staff. But the difference there especially was the fact that that was still a very thriving community. Here, I've got a very limited number of people I can play with, and so I'd rather not go near a person who could potentially be one-shotting monsters or anything like that. It's actually happened on stream. I had a guy like 3-shot an Abyssal Laggy for me, which was, you know, not exactly what I was interested in. But anyway, Noah has gone and posted Purple Ludroth. I'm A-okay to do his quest, and we could also just 2-man it. Sort of depends if we get another person joining. Hello, Noah. Salut, he says. Okay, hello to you as well. I will take this opportunity to use my spread fire bow more specifically. I have not leveled it up for defense at all, and I will say hello to him. Unfortunately, I don't have the keyboard plugged in again, so you can't see anything that I type until it's been sent. In fact, you can't even see what I've sent because I've got my frickin', you know, webcam appearance in the way, so yeah, it doesn't really work in the end. But yeah, I did actually have a guy who went and like 3-shot an Abyssal Laggy on the stream. I can't remember what part it was, but there's definitely a modding presence in this game, and I think it's a real shame. That's right, I needed to upgrade my armor for defense. Not that I'm really going to need a huge amount of defense for this monster, but you know, I just want to make sure that I'm not taking more damage than I really need to. Excuse me. As you can see, I'm not exactly rolling in true armor spheres here, and so I won't use too many of them. It's always something that I've needed a little bit more of. But anyway, in terms of defense, we are now at 413, passable for a gunner in G rank, so we will stick with that. Again, I do say passable. It can definitely be a lot better than that. But if it's in the 300s at G rank, it's not acceptable. So at least I've gotten past that unacceptable range. We'll get Exchanger. I'm A-okay with some Exchanger. But yeah, everyone has their own reasons for modding, and I think that if you mod, it does take the enjoyment out of a game like Monster Hunter completely. But yeah, I had my reasons for doing it in Try. Some probably still, even with those reasons that I provided, would not be appreciative of what I had done, but I can assure you it's the only bloody Monster Hunter game that I've ever modded, because I've always taken building a character in Monster Hunter very seriously, and I've always put a lot of time into it. But by God, I was fucking angry when I was told, effectively, hey, you're not going to be able to build this character. Like, the way you want to build it, and again, that's a long story that I really need to get in with that Try recording, in terms of my feelings at that time. Like, when I sold it after getting super burnt out, and then I had these withdrawals with the game, and I felt so much better about myself once I was actually playing the game again. And then I was basically told, hey, you're not going to be able to build your character up to where you want to build it, even though you thought that was going to be possible. And yeah, to say that I was disappointed would be an understatement. I forgot to bring coatings. Life goes on. I do have a zone here to gather bones and to mine as well, but I don't think we're going to do that, because I probably have all that I need in that regard anyway. So Purple Ludroth does start in the cave area. It's probably faster to go this way. In fact, I think at this point that I'm at right now, it's almost equal in distance, no matter where you go. So I'm going to go this way because I think it will be slightly faster. Could always be wrong. But yeah. Frustrating that I didn't bring coatings, but this is a pretty good bow anyway. Like, it's not the sort of bow that is completely pointless to use without coatings, so yeah. So because this is a non-load up bow, and I do have focus, it will be on this second charge that I get my maximum level up. So yeah, unfortunately I'm not doing maximum damage because I don't have coatings, but this is still going to do some pretty good damage in my opinion. Good DPS. Oh, fuck you. But with a monster like this, I find that most monsters do work quite well with spread. You just need to position yourself in the appropriate way to get all your arrows off. I knew that was going to hit me, but I was drawing back my arrow when he began that animation, and I really was not able to get away from that. But yeah, as long as you position yourself appropriately for spread, it works perfectly fine. And even sometimes when you think you've positioned yourself appropriately, you can miss shots, but still, I find that there's something very satisfying about having all those, that sort of wide arc of shots hitting the monster. I find it a lot more enjoyable than something like Rapid. I find Rapid bow to be the most boring by far. Heavy, which was introduced in Generations Ultimate, I believe. I don't think it was in Generations. That's pretty interesting, but again, it's sort of like a slightly more interesting version of Rapid. I'm very much a spread and pierce bow user. Although I do occasionally, if I have a purpose to fulfill, will equip a Rapid bow. And by purpose to fulfill, let's say for example, I want to break a specific part of a monster that would be kind of difficult to break with pierce or spread. So let's say a face of a monster like a Deviljho. I often go Rapid with Deviljho so that I can get a double break on that face. It's very easy to aim for the face with a Rapid bow because, again, the face of a Deviljho is quite small, so you're not really going to do so well breaking that face with spread. And pierce is not that easy either because you're not getting all the damage through the face, because it of course needs to pierce through the monster. So, therefore, I go with Rapid for Deviljho. That's just a use case scenario for Rapid, and I don't always want double breaks on the face, but if I do, then yeah, I go with Rapid. But outside of case scenarios like that, I don't really get much use out of Rapid shots. But I of course made 2 sets for it here in this game in case I do feel like using it, you never know. But definitely, of all the games, 2nd Gen was most enjoyable for spread bow. It was even more satisfying, actually, in my opinion. In terms of arc shot, I am not much of an arc shot user. It was first introduced in Portable 3rd, of course, and it was pretty interesting at that time. But I find that it's really only good for applying statuses. That's my viewpoint on the matter. Whether or not that's actually accurate in terms of damage being dealt, I can't say for sure. I'm not the kind of person who pores through all of the damage information for all attacks and all of that sort of thing, but my observation would be that arc shot is not great for damage, but I think it's good for applying paralysis and sleep and things like that. So yeah. Again, I'm not entirely sure how much damage I'm doing with this thing without my coatings, but hopefully it's still alright. I think we're doing pretty well because we did break that main really quickly. I don't think we've broken the crest yet. Oh no, we have. So we've got all breaks on this Ludroth, I believe. There's no claw break or anything like that, so it's just the head, the mane, and the tail. And we're doing pretty well for that so far. Or at least in that regard, we're doing quite well. In terms of how much health this thing has, I am not too sure. But I think Noah is actually contributing quite well to the hunt anyway, because he is, of course, using a slime longsword. Alright, we now have full room. Hopefully we can get this hunt finished as soon as possible. And we don't really have a risk of not having these guys stick around, because not only is it Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, and they're going to be... Or so I say. We had one of them leave almost immediately. What a dickhead. You know. But, like, why join then? You can clearly see in the room information that I'm on a quest. It shows the status of the person who's hosting the room, and it either says in the room, on a quest, or it says looking for hunters. I have not hit the gong, so therefore it will not say looking for hunters. So I don't know why the guy joined only to leave when we've got a full room. But I was going to say that not only are players a little bit more easygoing in this game and are not so desperate to get into a hunt immediately, but we've also got the fact that there are not many people playing at the moment. Therefore, there are not too many rooms to choose from. So yeah, that's how it's going. I'm having to constantly check the situation with the recording just to make sure that it's going smoothly. I really am hoping that it's looking alright. If any of you have any feedback, that would be hugely appreciated for sure, because I really cannot know if it's alright until after the stream has ended, because that's when you can really sit back and look at what you've got in terms of the quality of the recording. As I'm recording live, I really don't know. So, yeah, feedback is always appreciated, guys, if you do have any at all, in terms of how it looks, because I can either, I would be able to say, like, whether or not that's something I can change, because it's better to know what could possibly be improved upon, and I would be able to make a determination on whether or not that can be improved. So, yeah, it's better than not knowing whether or not anything needs to be improved, because then you're sort of in the dark, you know. Alright, so that was done relatively quickly. Of course, it's plus in this game, or start, to skip cutscenes. In some games it's select, in some games it's B, for God's sake. So that's kind of ridiculous, but anyway. Flavio. I have hunted with Flavio before, and I do apologise that I'm in the way and you can't see the actual chat log there. But, yeah. Flavio has joined. And what I'm actually going to do is connect my keyboard to my Wii U. It's a good timing to do that because we're now done with the quest and we need to wait for the reward screen anyway. So I'll be back in just a moment while I go and connect my keyboard to my Wii U, because then at that point I will be able to communicate with people in-game easily. Otherwise I'd have to use my my gamepad to do that, which is nowhere near as good as having free type in hunts as well, by the way. I'll be back in a moment. It's a bloody obstacle course, I can tell you that much. I mean, I've mentioned it before, but God, when I have my setup here for live streaming, it's just it's a mess, really. But, okay. Just gonna dust off my keyboard a little bit. Okay. So yeah, I don't really need purple Ludroth. Actually, I do need purple Ludroth stuff, possibly, because I am making the purple Ludroth bow for, I think it's Pierce Water. So I might need purple Ludroth stuff, although as I'm looking here, I really have a lot of Ludroth material. It was very great, well, very great. It was great to come into the game and make 6 armor sets for bow, and actually not need to get anything, because I had everything that I needed to make the sets, because I have already put about... Really? Did that guy leave? So who left? Oh, both of them left. Both, you can see the chat log a little bit better now. I'm being fucking harassed by that Origin shit. So I've got Origin. That stupid, well, it's not stupid, but that game launcher, whatever they call it. And I didn't throw anything. It's just, you know, it's a bit loud when I drop it on the floor. And Origin is so fucking annoying when it makes you log in. Like Steam? You click X if you don't want to log in, leaves you alone. Origin wants to fucking have it pop up constantly. Like, fuck off. So I have to go into Task Manager and actually end the task of Origin Web Helper Service to 32-bit. Fuck you, Origin. I'm going to uninstall you, I swear to God. Okay. I only had it installed so that I could play Battlefield and, you know. Like, imagine that. Imagine having, like, a fucking EA, man. At least I think Origin is EA. Damn it. Trying to pick up my keyboard. Anyway, so I'm just going to leave the keyboard on my lap so that it is something I can access. Oh, I'm going to say hi to Flavia. So, what are we hunting? Baleful Giganox. I believe he's weak to water or ice. I'm not sure which one it is, so I will go and check the armor to see what he's weak to. That's the quick and easy way to do it. Well, perhaps not the easy way, or maybe it is. Would it be faster to go and quickly type into Google? Or would it be faster to just go here? Probably faster to just go here. Let's look for Giganox Z. It is water, -6, whereas you've got... So dragon is the secondary. And then the third best is fire, apparently. So ice is really not that great. Just hunting, whatever. Now, it's not really true because I do need stuff, but this is live hunts. I'm happy to hunt whatever people are doing. So, yeah. We'll go and hunt another baleful, well, not another baleful Giganox, rather. We'll do another one of Noah's quests. I'm happy to do that for him. I think I have a... Do I have a water spread bow? This is the question. Water. What is this? Is this pierce or is it spread? It is spread. Beauty. Or is that a load up? Let's have a look. I think I have it equipped on here. No. Ah, I see. That's not my water spread bow. I think my water spread bow was going to be Ludroth. This is my favourite Monster Hunter game, Eggy. It's freaking awesome. The port itself isn't great, but the game is really good. Although I wouldn't necessarily recommend you play the 3DS version either. Neither of them are very good. I generally wouldn't recommend that anyone... actually, I need a Latrion as well. Flavio just said, I need a Latrion for my weapon. I'm happy to do... Allah. Alal. It's one letter off from halal. But anyway, what was I going to say? Yeah, I wouldn't recommend that anyone play a 3DS game anyway. Like, especially if it's Monster Hunter. I'm not a fan of that. But in some respects it's better. In some respects it's not. But as far as I'm concerned, sitting here in front of a television, free typing to everyone, full server support at this stage, this is the definitive experience of 3 Ultimate. For now. And I did mention it earlier on, but there is a group of people working to actually bring the assets, the HD assets, all the textures and stuff, from 3 Ultimate Wii U version to the 3DS version on the PC, and it will run beautifully, and yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. Once that's completed, maybe it is already close to being completed, I haven't really updated myself on that, but at that point it will be the definitive experience for 3 Ultimate. I really need to get a... Swayer is G rank. Yeah, no kidding, mate. Why are you saying that? Unless he posted a Latrion quest? I have not been keeping up with these people at all. Okay, let's try to find a bow that is water that I can use. I've selected it for Pierce, so let's use this bow that I'm using right here, but for Pierce. It's going to be load up Pierce, so we should have Pierce level 5, I think? Yeah, so Pierce level 5 also works as a spread bow, but I don't know if it's actually better than the... Oh, I haven't upgraded my defense, sadly, but anyway. Oh god. I bought the janky add-on 3DS joystick just for the Monster Hunter games. You know, as janky as that is, it's probably... Oh, then again, I was about to say it's probably better... What, are we just going to ignore what Noah wants? Because... You need to be Hunter Rank 8 to join this quest, and Noah is Hunter Rank 6. So, it's hard to break corn. Can we all just appreciate this for a moment? It's hard to break corn. Jesus Christ. Okay, so, yeah. What we're going to do is we're going to do Noah's quest first. Let's do Noah's quest first. He can't... Oh, hold on. He can't join... Oh, I can't even do a capital letter for fucking he, apparently. Technically, I've already done Noah's quest, but I don't care. I'll do another one for him. You know, we need to support the people who are at the lower levels in this game. The people who actually want to play as well, not those bastards who just want to hack at this stage. So, definitely, I want to support Noah at this point. Like, this fucking Flavio guy, what's his Hunter rank? He's 177. I think I'm going to prioritize the Hunter Rank 6 guy. You know, it must be really difficult to get people to do your quests in this game when there's like 20 people online at any point in time globally. So, yeah, I'm going to do Noah's quest first. Certainly not going to ignore Flavio entirely, because I actually need Latrion stuff as well. But at this stage, I'm not going to throw Noah out of the fucking room in favor of Flavio, sorry. So, Well, I wouldn't necessarily be throwing him out of the room, but it would be a bit unfair, especially considering he can't even join the quest. Okay. So, what do you say? No, no one said anything. 89 is also going bow. Now, with a monster like Giganox, I would prefer to go spread bow, but Pierce works perfectly fine. Well, not perfectly fine. It's not the best monster to pierce, but it still works. I've done pierce on Giganox before, so yeah, it's not too bad. There's enough body to pierce through for it to work decently. In terms of the lighting, not looking good in terms of the chroma key, so I'm just going to fix that. One moment. That's one thing that no one will ever give me feedback about, and I don't blame them. It's the chroma key. So we're going to try to fix that. There we go. Getting a little bit of wavering on the microphone. Basically, I need to find a point of equilibrium between having the microphone look normal and having the background not waver like shit. So, I think we have found that equilibrium now. Oh dear. Okay, now coatings this time, Doomlink. Try not to be so full. What is Flavio doing? Are you that fucking ignorant? Get your quest off. Do this guy's quest first. We'll do your fucking Alatrion. I'll explain it to him. We'll do your Alatrion next. Jesus Christ. I don't know if he's just slow in the head or what. Maybe he doesn't speak English, but he doesn't need to. He just needs to look at what's going on. I don't know. Or he needs to be a bit faster with the ye olde Google Translate. But seriously, okay, can't shoot power coatings with this bow. Can shoot close range. Huh. Well, I guess we'll go with close range, I don't know. Which will actually work rather well with a monster like Giganox. Earth to Flavio. Earth to Flavio, please. Like, is it complicated? Just fucking get your quest off and join this one, please. It's not that I'm impatient, it's just that he's being stupid. He keeps going to the quest board. Can I help you? Yeah, speak English. Yeah, it's been back up for 30 minutes, Vernon. But I'm glad you came back anyway. Yeah, basically what happened was my PC that I was streaming off blue screened, and it was definitely either OBS or my capture card that caused it. I've never blue screened on this PC in the 3 years that I've owned it, and it's a very good PC as well, so yeah. I'll take this as an opportunity to tell the story of my capture cards, because the capture card that I have here, which is that I'm recording for the first time with in this video here, the Elgato HD 60S, is in fact my 4th capture card. Why do you need 4 capture cards, Doomlink? Well, let me tell you the story. Because if Doomlink likes to do anything, it's sit here and talk forever. So I will do that now. The first capture card that I got for the channel was the AverMedia Game Capture HD. I got that, well, technically it wasn't for this channel that I got it for. I got that in, I think it was early 2013, maybe late 2012, something like that. And that certainly served its purpose. It looked perfectly fine, did the job rather well. The reason why I went with AverMedia Game Capture was because it recorded to an external drive. It didn't need to have a direct connection to a PC, and that was very important for me because I didn't have a good PC until I got the one that I currently have. And I got that in 2017. And so basically I used AverMedia not just with that particular capture card, the AverMedia Game Capture HD, or yeah, that's what it's called. But I also got the AverMedia Game Capture HD 2 in 2016, I think, just so that my HDMI games looked a little better, and they looked a lot better, actually. So that was quite a useful... Oh, I need to get my stamina back. I think I have a stamina recovery speed up, something like that, is that right? So I've got... no, I don't have any stamina recovery speed at all, so I really should be using something like Dash Juice. But anyway... because that's super important with a load up bow. It's just I couldn't, I mean this is a different subject to go on again, so I'll mention that in a moment if I can remember it. It's basically talking about why I don't have stamina recovery up on my load up sets, but I have it on my non-load up sets, even though load up is going to require more stamina than regular. But again, I'll get into that in a moment. So the second capture card that I got, again, was the HD2. I still didn't have a decent PC at that stage. I just wanted to have better recordings for 1080p, and just generally all of the HDMI stuff as well, and that's certainly what the HD2 could provide. But for some reason, everything that wasn't through HDMI looked like shit on the HD2, so I was able to simultaneously use two different AverMedia game capture cards to great effect on my channel. And then, when I decided that I wanted to start streaming, which was kind of a while ago, but I didn't actually do it until very late 2018, in terms of actually decide, let's do this. I went and got the Elgato Game Capture HD, the original one. And the reason why I got the original one was because I wasn't getting the newer ones. The newer ones only record through HDMI. That's not really going to help me if I want to record anything that doesn't record with HDMI, like the Wii, like the Nintendo 64, the GameCube, anything that the PS3, all of that stuff. Very important for me to have the original Game Capture, or rather the original Elgato Game Capture HD. So that was what I got initially. But for whatever reason, the original Elgato HD does not handle HDMI connections so well, at least my personal capture card that I own. The hardware that I have just doesn't really handle HDMI so well. So I went and got the one that I have now, and it seems to be working pretty fine so far. But anyway, again, I'm missing my charge because I'm busy talking and not focusing on my bow usage here. As you can see, it is kind of nasty to use PS Bow on a Giganox. I thought it would be a little bit less frustrating than this, but that's alright. Mainly because it defaultly shoots above the fucking Giganox, so I do have to manually aim each time. Which is generally something that you do with PS anyway, but there are certain monsters where you can just generally shoot. And I was hoping that this would be the sort of monster that would be at the right height for me to just shoot at the hip, effectively. But no, this is not working so well. But anyway, wow. Is it just me? Hold on. What just happened? So, you guys can't read the chat, but Noah just said, Flavio, fuck you. I'm just going to respond with an LMAO because that's funny. I think Flavio's an idiot as well. So we are alike in that way. But he must have done something to... Maybe he flinched Noah, which is bizarre because Noah's a longsword user, so yeah, I don't know. And by the way, welcome to the live stream, Paul. It's good to see you again. Maybe if I stand a little closer. I was using close range coatings and I wasn't really making full use of them, but anyway. Well, anyway, I'm not even going to go there. I was going to say something. Of course, it's good to be at range when Giganox is doing that gross thing where he puts that exploding shit on his back, but yeah, I do find that to be really gross. Also with range you can shoot the thing and fuck up your teammates if you want. It seems that if you shoot it, it actually doesn't do what I was just implying that it does, fuck up your teammates. Instead it stops being a risk to the team. If you let it sit there for long enough, it will explode, I suppose. But anyway. Here we go, try to get this before we run out of stamina, and get your stamina back, Doomlink. You've definitely given yourself a hard time today, because you do not have any stamina, regenerative, consumable items here. And you've also got load up, PS Bow, on a Giganox. This is not an easy hunt that you've chosen today. Again, I'm pressing select to skip the cutscene, because I'm an idiot. Good hunt. See, and what I am doing here is a fucking novelty in online Monster Hunter. Typing freely in a quest. That shouldn't be the case. That should be basic communication standards in Monster Hunter. But anyway, another one of the reasons why this is my favourite Monster Hunter game. Anyway. So, lighting seems good for now, which I'm very happy to see. And, yeah. It's a little annoying to keep my keyboard on my lap like this, but I don't want to have to pick it up off the ground every fucking time, because I have nowhere to really put it. My desk to my left is too far away, because this thing's connected to my Wii, which is all the way over there, or rather my Wii U. And I can't really put it on my laptop. Yeah, the wedding music, Paul. Always the wedding music. Well, you know, it's a very special moment when you kill the monster. Much like a wedding is a very special moment. But, yeah, anyway. In terms of the brightness of the game, I hope it's alright. It's definitely on the edge of being dark, but it's... I don't know, I mean, the game can be dark at times, but... The colours are more rich if it's darker, you know? Like, look at that blood red Giganox. I like it. But again, at certain dark points in the game, it might be too dark. I will watch this recording back just to make some sort of determination on what my lighting should be. I will say it a million times, this is something of a test recording, so it might not look perfect. But anyway. I'm just hoping that it's recording smoothly. It should be recording smoothly. Someone was complaining, it was really funny. Someone wrote this really shit review on eBay for the HD62. Oh, sorry, HD60S, why am I saying 2? He was saying, it's too taxing on the... He didn't actually say the word taxing, I can't remember his wording. It was less... what's the word that I'm looking for? I was about to, you know... It was less well-worded, because I'm drawing blanks on that word that I'm looking for, but he basically said it was too difficult to run it on a computer. And it's not. It's like, as I'm recording here, it's like 17% of my CPU usage, so it's not a problem at all. Which does beg the question, oh Noah, please, get a grip. See, Noah's not listening either. I said we'd do Flavio's quest next. Sorry. What's his name? Noah. Sorry, Noah. No, but seriously, I didn't even kick him. He just left on his own. Anyway, so Flavio. We will do his quest now. I have to say Flavio is the most effeminate name. Flavio. Oh. Not even effeminate necessarily, but it's very, you know, if you were to have a real pansy, you'd name him Flavio. But the point is that we are going to try and break these horns. Or will we go status with this monster? Can Flavio handle a status run? This is the question of the day, ladies and gentlemen. Can he handle a status run? So, 89 is going with a hammer. What's he got? Oh, he's... Jesus Christ, he's hunter rank 998. He's one hunter rank away from max hunter rank. So, what we're going to do is go status. Me going status and hunting with this guy is probably going to be... What? Can we all just take a moment to appreciate this? Should I go status? No. Yeah, fuck you too, 89. Dick face. Anyway. No, don't go status. Fine. I guess we're just, you know, he obviously has no interest in that because it's boring to him, I suppose. Can you break corn? Can you type? Why do you keep saying corn? He keeps saying corn. I thought it was a typo, but he said it again. He keeps saying corn. He had to retype it. He was like, can you break corn? And then he rewrites corn. He's written corn so many times. Yeah, corn. Tasty. Jesus. Yeah, well, this is corn with a C, Paul. Don't worry. Don't worry about that. Status drops off since we don't have enough DPS. What do you mean? We have enough DPS. We're looking for horn breaks. Like, we'll be fine. I really do think we're fine. I think you're being a little bit worst case scenario. In fact, who's to say we're only going to 3-man? If I can type properly. So, there you go. They have a guy who became a Christian, yeah, I can imagine. He'll be running to Jesus if you play in a band that shit. Well, did Doomlink just say that? No, it's true. No, it's not. It's, you know, I'm sure they're fine. I'm sure they're fine. I just, their style doesn't interest me. What can I say? I didn't read what 89, I think his name is, said. Yeah, sorry, 89. I'll read it in a moment. Can we get the thing to load, please? Oh, I'm sitting down, that's why. What is he saying? Get bomb L, scatfish, scatter. Yeah, don't type scat, that means something else. Between corn and scat, I think Flavio's trying to say that he wants me to cornhole him in his pooper, which is kind of homoerotic, to put it in crude terms. But, well, put it in crude terms, I've basically said something a lot more crude than the word homoerotic in that sentence, but anyway. But I think that's a fair observation. I think he wants some... He wants to be sodomized in the anus. I mean, I can't... That's really what I'm getting here. Okay, now, seems that 89 is ready to go. I might also be ready to go, because I don't really want to sit here for a fourth, but... let's check to see what we might need. So, very important that we get nullberries, if I have any. And I do not know if I have any. No, I don't. Well, that's a bit shit, isn't it? Well, Doomlink, you're just gonna have to not get hit by his dragon attack. I will do my utmost. Anyway, someone has eaten a voucher, evidently. We've got Carver High. That's probably not going to help unless we carve the tail. We'll get 3 carves, I guess. Or is, no, so Carver does do that. Super Carver is where you don't get flinched while carving. Let's aim for something else. Do we have, okay, let's go for fish and this. No boost, that's fine. I just want maybe different skills? I don't know. Actually, no, I really do want stamina, so let's just go with the basic old thing here. Hurler, heroics. I mean, don't tempt me with heroics, game. Don't even... Oh, doesn't Pyro increase the damage of blast? Ooh, that might work out very nicely. I think Pyro increases blast damage. Excuse me. I meant, slime damage. I forgot we're playing this game. God. So, what have we got here? No. Pyro. Does not increase... Oh, it does increase slime damage. Excellent. That is really good. Yeah, sleep with what? Okay, so, what are we doing here? We are going to probably head in with what we've got already. Actually, no, we're going to top up our cool drinks. Not that we're going to need more than 3, but I'm doing it more than anything for the future quests, in case I do forget to top up later on. But yeah, you guys will get to see me hammer in a Latreon. Which it's something that I used to be better at doing. I'm still fine, like I'm not bad at it by any means, but it definitely used to be a craft that I was better with. But yeah, let's go for it. No nullberries. No nullberry Fatalis run. This is like a challenge run here. No, not really, but he said bring bombs. I'm going to do that. Just in case he has some sort of strategy. I don't... Oh, I do have bombs anyway. Let's go. I always carry bombs usually. Okay. So, I would prefer to do status, personally. Just so that we can get a guaranteed... like, more than anything, it's the sleep bombing, you know. And he can probably do a solo knockout with paralysis, things like that. I think it would work pretty well in terms of damage, but maybe not. Because it's not like the guy with the Lucent Nagakuga is going to be doing no damage. So, I don't know. And I don't even know if it's select or start to skip this cutscene, but I pressed both. It's probably start, actually. Do you okay, I was about to say, do you really need to watch that? Anyway. So, opening... Super Pound. My timing's a little bit better than 89. In fact, it's considerably better. Wow, 89 kind of sucks with hammer. I say as I almost missed my upswing, and I actually completely missed it. No, that's not a triple pound. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have established 89's competency when it comes to hammering a Latrion. That's alright. I mean, I'm pretty bad at the moment, but wow. I don't eat. Well, that's a good fucking start, Flavio. You dickhead, you had all the time in the world. This is an upswing moment, but I missed it, unfortunately. Because I was too busy shitting on Flavio. But seriously, like, what were you doing? But what you want to do is, every single time a Latrion turns to you... Oh no, what's going on? I lost my TV connection for a moment there. Reset. Oh, for fuck's sake, Flavio, you dickhead. We don't need to restart right now. That would be terrible. I'll leave it up to 89. He's the high hunter rank. He's the one who's going to be complaining all day if anything goes wrong. So, yeah. So, we've got blasts. We've already had the first blast on the head. This is really good. We do have pyro, so should be able to get 3 triple pounds at least. And I'll go for an upswing. There we go. And then we should have a roar. No. Is that because we missed the damage threshold? Alright, so I'm going to try and get the super pound on this one. Missed it slightly. So, at this stage, binder. Unless 89 is not interested in that business. What are you doing? Anyway, let's go for a binder, shall we? I've got no idea what Flavio is doing. He's shitting himself, you know. He's fighting a Latrion with 100 health as opposed to 150. Looks like I have to bind, and I will... Oh, the binder's not ready? I don't know, I haven't really played... I haven't used the binder very much in this game. I very much try to play against a Latrion as I would a Tri-Latrion or a portable third Latrion. Except without the flash bombs, I suppose. I believe it's possible to flash bomb an Elatrion in this game. It's just extremely hard. Like, extremely hard. I've seen it very rarely. Anyway. Oh, dear. Flavio, what's going on, man? This is not the time to be eating a steak. Okay, we're just going to have to try to knock him out of the air. That's fine. 89 has actually, you know, he's trying to find his balls, he's looking around for them, so he's not hitting the monster at this stage, but I was instead busy talking. That's the difference between the two of us. Alright, let's get a triple pound in, or rather a golf swing off. Is this a giant chicken leg? I was too busy reading the chat, so I ended up in a shit situation. Yeah, you can kick me if you want. You could instead, like, not line up with the fucking monster and get us hit. You know, it's not difficult to break out of that shit. You know, it's these people like Flavio who just stand there, waiting for... Oh, Jesus Christ. But yeah, spinning in a circle really, really speeds up the Snow Blight. Or Ice Blight, as it is in this game, I suppose. That was not the best timing I've ever seen with a fucking Ballista Binder, but anyway. Oh, I was hoping to go for that upswing. That was frustrating. Yes, my play has severely gone down when it comes to Elatrion, you'll have to forgive me, but I used to have it down as a science, but I've sort of lost the muscle memory at this stage. Alright, let's try to go for an upswing. I think I got that, yeah. At least I got that sort of thing. I was going to go for another upswing, but I guess I had the instincts to not try. Come on, baby. No, missed it. Oh, he managed to get that upswing. Nice one. Just goes to show how that works. Fireball? No. He's going to do that shit. Which is a lot better for Elatrion to be doing. Don't you combo me with that, please. I would certainly not appreciate that. But how it was in Tri was I often did solo hammer runs with Elatrion because he'd always turn to look at you if you're soloing him, so it was generally better to do that. As long as you had it down to a science, you were generally able to give him a hard time. I only did that because it was more fun. Upswing. Oh no, you're going to not turn around and face me, you absolute asshole. No, don't do your fire. I could smell that fire from a mile away, but he decided to do another claw, which was very nice of him to do. We still don't have a KO because we lost most, if not all of our KO build up to him flying in the air like a dickhead. So that was frustrating. Alright. I don't have the range. Yeah, he didn't turn to face me anyway. But I probably wouldn't have had the range for that. Missed my opportunity there. Every single time he turns to look at you, that is an opportunity to hit his head. And he went to look at Flavio, who is running around instead of hitting the monster, incidentally. Alright, opportunity, please turn to face me. I missed my opportunity anyway. Missed the timing. Soul visited the port. Oh, hello, Soul. Oh. Now, unfortunately, he was flinched out of that. Oh, shit, fuck. I hate this shit when he has... Anyway, that's alright. Hello, says Soul, but he has one L. Can we not do this, please? The worst thing is when people try to flash bomb this monster in this game, because you can't fucking see anything. Oh, he actually got the... He got the position right. That's unbelievable. That's a fluke. He fluked the actual fuck out of that one. It's very difficult to get the right position for that. And he managed to do it. But he's so incompetent that I can't trust that that was intended. I cannot trust that he was aiming for that position, because he's proven himself to be a complete idiot thus far. I can't get to that head in time. Alright, upswing on... Nah. Do your roar, do your roar. That works too. Shit. Well, we're going to be... Again, our DPS is in the fucking toilet because we're just not getting enough head opportunities here. Very annoying. But, okay, this is what I was expecting to do last time. Oh, beautiful timing. Yes, sorry, 89. Maybe don't run point-blank range into the head when I'm doing a super pound. Might help. Alright, that's a head opportunity, but I missed it because I wasn't in the right position. He'll do a roar. It's an upswing opportunity. Missed the fucking head, got the fucking neck instead. I'm getting frustrated at my own inability to do this at this stage. Well, when you don't have the muscle memory anymore, it can be frustrating. I'm sorry, 89. At least you didn't get upswung. He must have slider or something. Feline slider, that is. I really do hate, the flying mode of Elatrion. Am I saying Elatrion or Elatrion? We will never know which of those two Doomlink is going with. I don't think the binder is ready yet. But, oh, it is. And Flavio died anyway. Alright. I'm going to go on the other side of the head, unless he was going to do that. I don't know. That was completely fucking pointless, though, in case you didn't notice. Like, oh wow, good bind. Not a single hit was dealt to that monster while he was bound on the fucking ground. That rhymes. Doomlink is actually dropping furious freestyle rhymes up in this house or up in this place. Whatever people say in that fucking circle of culture. Oh, I hate it. The hitbox on that is very frustrating. It bothers me every time I see it. He won't get me, don't worry. But I am actually running out of Mega Potions. Did I have 10 before? Because I'm actually shocked to see that I've used as many as I have had to use. Did I really use 7 Mega Potions? Are we serious right now? Because I don't have any recollection of doing that. But maybe I did. Maybe I really sucked that hard. No! That was very bad positioning. Oh, I shouldn't have dived there. You idiot Doomlink. You know how to fight this monster and yet you're doing stupid shit like that. At least 89's in position. I am not, however. He's alright with hammer. I was just... I don't know. He was doing weird shit at the beginning. But, like, doing a triple pound at, like, a very bizarre time. But, anyway. Okay. Let's just go for a knockout of the air. We need DPS at this stage. We've been doing fuck all in terms of damage. This Flavio guy is about as useful as a piece of wood. Oh, there we go. There's a flash bomb. Why? There's been some serious flash bombing action today. It's difficult to get it consistent in this game. There we go. Is that a knockout? Oh, it's about fucking time. Hallelujah. I'm not in a good position for this. It's because his head moved me. I'm getting his neck instead. Oh, that is such an unfortunate scenario. We've got a head opportunity, and this dickhead wants the head. He was in position. I was not. There we go. But this guy wants Sky Swayers. And, we both said yeah at the same time. But, you know, he wants Sky Swayers and he's going to ruin our opportunity on the head by cutting the tail. That's very frustrating. Again, I'm not aiming for... I mean, that's a head opportunity right there, but still, I was kind of not in position for that. Need to have a cool drink already. This is going to be a very annoying hunt, guys. I'm just going to put it out there. Oh, why did I have the cool drink then? He was aiming for me! He was aiming for me. Doomlink, get your brain in gear. Please. Please get your brain in gear. I was about to abandon. So, if Flavio stays at camp, 89 and I will have the two-man. It's going to end up taking about 20 minutes, at least, for us to two-man at this stage. But, what can I do? Are we bombing? Are we bombing? No, we're not, because he's got his hammer out. That's alright. I understand the thought process behind that. I didn't do that because I had poor timing. I wouldn't have been able to upswing. I'm very frustrated right now. I'm out of potions almost. Look at this fucking shit. I'm gonna need to... May as well use a max potion, right? It's not like we're gonna be able to die again. You keep away from me, sir. Alright. No. I'm not answering that question, Ethan. This is a serious situation. Alright, turn to face us. Come on, man. Well, it wouldn't have been the right timing had he turned to face me anyway. This is very annoying. Do your breath, do your breath. Stop running around, please. Okay, he should turn to face me in a moment. Please get the timing. Yes, got it. That's a triple pound opportunity. At least I got part of that off. Upswing. Yes. Okay. Don't eat. I know you didn't eat, asshole. You should have eaten. You know. And 89 says max potions, lol. Well, low thunder defense. We don't care, Flavio. No excuses. Just stay at camp and relax. Although I'm almost out of potions, so we're in a pretty dire fucking situation. He says as he drinks more alcohol. Anyway. I understand that we probably don't want to bomb, but, yeah, it's not like we're gonna... Ooh, almost got hit by that, and I missed a shadow, apparently. What the fuck am I doing? You know, I'm actually getting pretty frustrated with my inability to play right now. It's just fucking ridiculous. So, I would like to get a blast off. Upswing, get it up. And by get it up, I don't mean something suggestive. I got the blast off, which is very good. No! There is such a thing as being too focused on the fucking head, and if you're too focused on the head, that's what happens, you get a charge. I don't know if 89's gonna leave. I don't really care if he leaves. Life goes on. Very annoying. Very annoying. My performance, again, pretty bad, even by my current standards with Electrion, but whatever, life goes on. I keep saying that, it must be my fucking catchphrase for this week. It seems every single week I get a new catchphrase, I've got no idea why. It must be some sort of mental laziness. This guy, Jacobson, has decided to wait for a while. I don't think 89 will leave. It's not really the culture where people do that in this game, but nothing is off the table when it comes to high levels, you know. They don't think straight, those people. Not all of them. I mean, some of them are fine, but some of them are very strange as well. He says, HM. But, anyway. Yeah, he wasn't at his best and I wasn't at my best either, so... But having said that, he performed better than me overall in that hunt. I was able to see what was going on there. And I certainly was not doing well. And he was, for the most part, on that head. He was committed. I was not. I was running around being a dickhead. Okay. That was not optimal. Well... No shit, Sherlock, as they say. Hi, Jacob. Will I host? Probably not, because I'm streaming, so my connection might not be good for hosting, but maybe it is good for hosting, I'm not sure. But I think, you know, these people could be from Europe, you never know, so I need as good of a connection as I can. If I'm hosting a bunch of people who might disconnect because I'm the host, that would be a nasty scenario. I'm going to ask if I should go status. Wait, what level is Jacob? 54. Okay. Who's next? What do you mean, who's next? I guess it's another Alatreon. Should I status this time? I don't really care either way. Oh, dearie me. So, this recording's been going for 1 hour and 6. I believe that's 1 hour and 30 in total, something like that. I'm only deferring to 89 because he thinks he's better, so... He won't, like, in other words, any opinion that I provide in terms of whether I should or should not go status is not going to match up, in his view, to his level of experience. So, that's what I mean by that. He has actually performed in this hunt better than I have, but I'm going to pass on Alatreon, yeah, okay, I understand that. He's probably hunted enough of that monster. But, alright. I don't really want to hunt this thing any further either, to be honest with you, but... And Flavio might leave if we don't do Alatreon. Excuse me. So... What is our current course of action? I don't know. Because I don't really want a 3-man an Alatreon with this group. Like, Jacobsen, he's got a slime weapon. Generally not a good thing, because that would mean the person has not really branched out enough to... You know, they've probably... They might be more like beginners because they wanted to stick with one weapon type and one specific weapon in that weapon type, which is generally slime. Happens a lot here in this game, but yeah. Thank you. But seriously, I don't find this situation desirable, especially considering that I need Alatreon as well, or Alatreon. But what is the second coming? Is that had better be just the regular one. If this is the fucking strong one, I'm gonna get really pissed. So what have we got? We've got where is it? Not there. It's Diamorales. The fucking hell is going on? Is there no... I'm pretty positive there's an Alatreon quest here. No. I just have a feeling that the second coming is the stronger one. Unless it's not. Like, Alatreon can't be event only in this game. It can't be. I know he exists as a regular quest, but see how there's only one event here? I know that there's a stronger one. Maybe I just don't have Alatreon on rotation right now. Isn't that the strong one? Why am I asking Flavio of all people? Sol came back again, you know. Again, these sorts of people are very bizarre. They think there's going to be some other place to go to just because we're on a quest. Like, just sit here and relax and you'll be able to hunt in no time. Sol is Hunter rank 999. What is his level? Or rather, what are his talismans, skills, things like that? I just want to make sure no one's hacking or anything like that, or modding. Sorry, bumped the microphone. But yeah. Why am I even bothering to talk to Flavia? Jacobson says yes, I think. Flavio says, hello, nice to meet you. Will I go hammer? I don't really want to. I'd rather go status. This is my status, said everyone. And, I have gotten very frustrated with status runs in this game because it's very difficult to get the team to coordinate. It's not like there's much coordination required. Don't interrupt the sleep, put the bombs at the head, and hit the head when paralyzed. But I literally had a guy turn up in the quest after I had said bring bombs with bounce bombs. I kid you not, he placed bounce bombs at the head during a sleep. This is the kind of shit I've had to deal with when going with status runs in this game for Elatrion. So, do I want to subject myself to that shit again? Not really. It's a very long setup process as well. Like, I need a lot of shots, need a lot of shot combinations, and I basically need to reorganize my whole inventory. So, I don't really want to do that. So I guess, in spite of the repetitive nature of it, or in spite of the repetition, I will go ahead and use hammer again. So, anyway, let's just do that. The set that I'm using right now is very good, by the way. Like, for some reason that guy was hunter rank 900 and whatever, like 998, and he had a inferior set to my own, but anyway, doesn't matter. Maybe he refuses to use slime weapons, which I guess is fair, but, you know, we're trying to break the head here, it's important. If you can hear a very low rumble, that's because the garbage truck is in the street. But anyway. More wine, says Doomlink. Let's wait patiently for Sol. Not like we can wait impatiently. Well, we can, actually. We can sort of... What we do is we run in a circle, we run to see where he is, and we say his name with a question mark. That's how you wait impatiently in Monster Hunter. But we're not going to be doing that. That is against my vision of online Monster Hunter etiquette. Also, I say. Anyway, again, I do hope the recording's been going well in terms of, you know, everything working together. Like, the video is not going out of sync or anything like that. Like, for example, with the Wii U, with my Ava Media game capture cards, the audio would go out of sync with the video, but I don't think that's really going to happen with this capture card. It didn't happen with the Elgato, like the first Elgato that I had. The second one here that I have, which is the HT60S, shouldn't do that either. But will there be video jumping? I do not know. That will be something to see when I watch this back, and I don't think there will be video jumping. I really highly doubt that, so... Am I eaten? Yes, I got Ultra Lucky Cat, which is very good if I'm getting Sky Swayers. I probably should have brought Mega Dash Juice, but that would be... Well, I'm glad it looks great. Thank you for some feedback. I asked for feedback before and no one gave it. I asked for it again, and Ethan's the one who comes to my rescue. Thank you. Alright, can we please skip the cutscene? That would be phenomenal. I've seen this cutscene more than everyone in this room has shat in their lifetime combined, so I really don't need to see it again. Alright, so we're going to try and get a super pound off. Positioning is good. I don't know if I got that first hit, however. Oh, that is very nice. Oh, damn it, we had a roar coming. You got flinched by the... No. I was hoping for a fireball, but I guess no one was out in front, except for Sol. Sol was out in front. Anyway. This head is... If this head's gonna break, it has to break from everything that I do to it. Like, I'm the only one who is capable of breaking this head at this stage, because I don't think anyone's going to aim for it. I'm really not getting a chance to hit this head, frustratingly enough. Already going into the sky. Let's go for an upswing on that head, baby! Urgh! That was kind of a bizarre noise that I just made, but it was that intense of a moment. Because I used to be able to do that shit, but I don't know the timing anymore. I'm sort of flailing around aimlessly at the monster, hoping that I hit it, you know. This stage I probably should be going for DPS because I failed to do that last time, and I really do think it's important to kill this thing as soon as possible. I mean, generally, even with a pretty good team, it will take 15 minutes to kill this particular Elytrion, because, and I really should have saved the blast for the head now that I think about it, that really helps with breaking the fucking horns. Because, of course, with every single slime build-up, it does take, or rather, with every single successful build-up of slime, it will take more and more to get the explosion off each fucking time. But anyway, as well upswing the tail to achieve something. Alright, let's go and fucking bind if it's ready. Because I couldn't use it before, but... And then someone used it later, and then... but I couldn't remember it saying that it was something that could be used. Or rather, the binder is ready or something like that. I didn't remember a message like that appearing, so maybe I just didn't notice it at all. I was too busy focusing on the hunt. But anyway, I think it's good to just be close to the binder anyway. Just get the hunt so that it's not super far away from that binder. Again with a flash bomb. Maybe the community just sucks, because I've never really bothered to try and flash bomb an Elytrion in this game, but I thought the whole reason was... Like, the whole reason for the binder was so that instead of flash bombing you had to use the binder to get him down on the ground. I thought that was the whole idea. But maybe this guy is just really good at flash bombing the monster, I don't know. I was looking at the fucking chat, so I couldn't do that. That super pound at that moment. Okay, stamina, getting that back up. Do your fireball, please. No, you're gonna run around. What are you gonna do now, Elytrion? Fireball, please. No. Well, that's a fireball, technically. That's a fireball that I was not there to take advantage of. Again, DPS in the fucking toilet. And it's very annoying. Of course, super pounds were so much more effective in try, because they did a lot of damage. I don't know what I'm doing there. Okay, now what was that flash bomb? I just feel like I'm not contributing at all. It's really frustrating. Alright, get him closer to the old binder. I don't necessarily have to be the one to bind, but you know. It's one of those situations where if you want something done, don't you fucking shoot it! This is not the place to shoot it. And don't shoot it now either, because they're not here to take advantage of it. I might be here, but we need the whole team's DPS. I'm not happy with that timing, but whatever. They're going to be aiming for the fucking tail. Yeah, sorry, Sol, but you are in my territory. If you're going to aim for the head, you need to be somewhere not near me. At least I got a fucking explosion on the head. We're not going to break this head. I'm just putting it out there. This is a super Elytrion. This is the event version. This is the strong one. And I'm solo aiming for this fucking hammer. Aiming for this head with a hammer. And Sol was trying to help out, but again, like, I can't just change the way I'm fighting to not hit him. I'm about to say he's a Blade Master, of course a hammer is a Blade Master weapon as well, but it's just really frustrating, and I'm not in a position to hit that head. I have to aim for the front claws, maybe. Okay, one of them's broken. Are they both broken? I hope they're not. I'm not going to that head in. I can't get to it in time, basically, but if I can get a break on that other claw, here we go, this is an upswing chance. Okay, well, again, solo KOing is not working with this fucking shit DPS. I'm not going to be able to get the build-up necessary to get a successful fucking KO. Why did I bother going with a hammer with this team? I don't know. No one's going paralysis or anything like that, which makes it very hard. Of course, the try thing was to go 2 hammer, 2 paralysis, or go... Jesus. What was that? Bomb positioning. Can you not put a bomb, like, right where I'm about to use my hammer? That's really not ideal. What are you doing? Are you, like, having a laugh? Anyway. Yeah, if you guys are noticing, I'm very critical of the team, yet I'm not playing too well myself. Okay, got that KO build up, which is good. This is not the fucking time to be bombing. You didn't even get the head with that, asshole. So thank God you didn't fuck up my attacks with that. But yeah, I'm very critical of the team, and yet I'm not really performing so well myself, which it has more to do with the fact that I know what needs to be done, but I can't really, because I lack the muscle memory to do it these days. I can't really follow through with what I know needs to be done, which is really fucking frustrating, especially when you used to be able to do it. But again, I just haven't really done it in so long, so I'm going based on what I used to be able to do. No, he didn't turn to face me, so I didn't get the hit on the head. Frustrating, but you can only try. You can only try. I'm not in a good position for this one. He didn't turn to face me anyway. Alright, can you go and do a fireball on someone's face so I have a good opportunity to hit your head? That would be fucking phenomenal. No. Flavio, what in the name of my ass are you doing over there? Like, what are you doing? Why are you so far away from the rest of the group? At least I'll get this off. Have I even gotten one fucking break on the head? No, I haven't. Who would have fucking thought? Why are you saying my name with a C? Milkshake. I hope that's intended to annoy me and you don't actually think I want my name to be spelled with a C. Because, yeah, no. Okay. Get an upswing on the head, baby. No. Fireball? No, he's gonna do this shit. I really didn't think that it was viable to flash bomb an Elatrion in this game. I really didn't, but it's happened too consistently in this recording for it to be really difficult to do. Oh, Flavio wants to actually do the fucking binder all of a sudden. He's gonna shoot it. You watch, he'll fucking shoot it right there. Bring it closer. Oh. Not bad with the timing this time. Not bad. Okay. This is the opportunity that I need. Okay, I've got break number 1. I'm not going to be able to get another KO, but... Okay, I'd love to get some more hits off. Come on, do a roar or something. There we go. I was not expecting a roar, so I was not really in position for that, but it worked in the end. If I can get that blast off on the head, that's really going to work out well for me. Quick, get there. Just get a hit off. One! Shit. I just need that blast build up on the head. That's really important. If I can get the blast off on the head, that's really going to help with breaking that horn. So, yeah. Again, it does not help to be aiming for the horn solo, but especially if I'm getting limited hits off on the head, because, you know, blast build up is going to be affected greatly by inconsistent hits on the head. It's fine for damage because each hit hurts, but... Oh, no, stop! Okay, I managed to get out of the way of that. Fireball? Fireball? No. Yeah, I need to break the corn, Paul, as Flavio would put it. Can I upswing this one? Yes! See, now that's the kind of timing that I used to be able to manage. Okay, now I'm getting fucking dragon blighted. This is not good. Don't you combo me, Mr. Elatrion. This is not the day. This is not the day. We must perform at utmost efficiency. Yeah, my potions are getting a bit of a thrashing at the moment. Hey, that's a decent tail cut. Alright, turn to face me, please. Turn to face me. Sort of turned to face me, but he didn't in actual fact. Alright, that's fine. Oh, I thought he was going to jump in the air. Turn to face me, please. He turned to face me and I fucked up the timing. Can't believe it. That's really embarrassing. Flavio says, I have. I'm glad to hear that you have, Flavio. I'm glad to hear that you have. Oh, someone was asking for max potions. I didn't notice. Imagine asking your teammates for max potions. That's pretty awkward, isn't it? Anyway, again, I don't have null berries, so I can't... I can gather them technically, but I want to focus on hitting the head at this stage. Hopefully my... Oh... Blast build up? Oh yeah, I can't get it because I'm dragon blighted. Really annoying. Can I have my negative affinity Dragon Blight back, please? I don't like this removing abnormal status slash element. Bothers me. I got hit because I was reading the chat. Every single time I read the chat, I get hit. Or something bad happens, so I need to try and not do that. But, you know, it's important to try and communicate with your fucking audience. I don't know what you mean by this thing looks like a horse, but... Oh, I want to throw something at my television right now, but I'm gonna not, just for the sake of it. Soul, what happened? What are you doing the ellipsis for? Not that you can see that, I'm sorry I'm in the way of the chat log, but, you know, it's either be in the way of the chat log or be in the way of the usable items, and I wouldn't really want to be in the way of the usable items, I feel like, because it's sort of empty on that bottom left, so I feel that that's a good place for me to be positioned on the screen. I don't care. I'm gonna say it. Are you dumb? Maybe he was pinging for us to go there. I don't know. I was very focused on what I was doing at the time. I don't know. Just because no one's coming there doesn't mean you waste the binder, dickhead. Two out of 4. Fuckface. At least I got that upswing on the head. I took a hit for it, but that's alright. Not a big deal. Sensitive much? No, I'm not sensitive. I just want to do it right. You know, you don't bind when you've got 2 out of 4 people to take advantage of it. It's stupid. Just learn how to play. That was a really good flash. God, who's doing the flashes, man? He literally turned into that. That was nuts. Oh, that worked out quite well. Oh, that's a fucking good one. See, we're all here dumb. Dumb. What? What do you mean? Yeah, but... Well, I wasn't referring to this instance. I was referring to the last instance. Seriously. Oh. See, this is the second time that's happened. It's been this really awkward moment where if I leave it, I run out of my level 2 charge, and it goes into level 3. And if I leave it to level 3 and go for the super pound, I can't get that timing quite right. So, or maybe that's not... Yeah, I don't know. Kind of awkward. But it's this very strange moment where you feel like no matter what you do, you won't quite make it to hit that head in the way you want. But anyway. I don't know what the deaths have been like, but I'm just going to save my healing wares by just using a single max potion here. But yeah. Toxic Doomlink, yeah. No, it's just if you really want to piss me off, is doing things like putting down traps when there's like one person in the room, doing things like binding when not every... Like if you've got a group of 4, you need the group of 4 to be able to capitalize on that moment of weakness of the monster. You don't just have the monster be in a position where it's weak, and if you've got full control over that moment in time when that happens, you wait for everyone to be able to take advantage. That's how it works. It's sensible to do that. So... It makes no sense to bind if 2 out of 4 people... Like, what do you mean 2 out of 4? It's like, oh yeah, me and that other guy were here. Yeah, that's 50% of the potential damage output, dickface. That's 50% you're missing. And G-rank damage? Missing 50% of your G-rank damage, right. Not a big deal. What's not a big deal is your ability to play the game, clearly. Although I would have a feeling that he was the one doing the flash bomb, so I guess... Hey, that's... See, who was that? I think it was Sol, so he can flash bomb at the very least. Look, I'm pissed off, alright? See, again, yeah, okay, great. I was talking... about the bind. Anyway. Alright, that's a good opportunity. Got it, but again I had to take the hit for it. It's just it's a dangerous moment where he's doing that thunder attack. Too sensitive. It's not a matter of being sensitive, it's just a matter of, it's not sensitivity, it's like just wanting to do it right. What do you mean no exit? Oh, relax, Flavio, you don't need to give an excuse every time you die. Anyway. Just getting DPS here. I will admit I'm pretty on edge at the moment, mainly because of my own shortcomings. I can see what needs to be done. And I can see, like, for me, I really want this head. And if I'm not there to hit the head when there's an opportunity, I'm going to get pretty pissed off. It's kind of how it goes. So, I just want everyone to be in sync, basically. Alrighty. It's coming down. Please turn. No. Three deaths and it's a quest fail, Paul. Again, I have no nullberries, unfortunately. I really need to go and buy some from that granny. Yes, I can gather them in this area, but I want to focus on the hunt. Did not turn to me. Alright, he should turn to me this time. Please get your charge. No, he didn't. He's aiming for soul. Alright, this should be a fireball, yes. And yet I still assumed that he might not do it. Let's get a triple pound, or at least part of one. Back in the air. That's decent, because that shows that he is at a low level of health. Oh. What are you pinging for exactly? Is that for going to the binder? Yes. So we'll go and head over there. So at least Flavio will wait, as opposed to Sol. Because what Sol was saying before, after he had bound the monster, he did a flash bomb and said, "See, we're all here." It's like, well, yeah, but I wasn't talking about this scenario. I was talking about the last scenario where you used the binder when no one was there. Relax, Flavio, seriously. It doesn't help that I really need to go to the bathroom. That's probably the biggest reason why I'm on edge. Like, from the beginning of this quest, I needed to take a piss really badly. But, yeah. I'll accept that it was antagonistic to say, "Are you dumb?" But, oh, fuck me. Why did you wait until after I got hit to hit the fucking thing? Oh, for Christ's sake. That's why I was in that position. Because I was expecting you to hit it. Oh, look, you missed the fucking horn. Or the corn, as they say. And by they. Yeah, it helps to hit the fucking head when the binder's there, you fuck faces. That Flavio guy fell asleep. He was like, when should I hit it? And then he waits for me to get hit, then he fucking does it. Seriously, there was a period of about 4 seconds there where he could have done that. And instead I get hit because I'm waiting for it. By the way, inform next time. Inform of what? That we want all people to be able to hit the monster during a bind? I should need to inform you of that, sir. You can't read the fucking chat. I'm sorry, I'm always in the way. But, if it's that crucial for you... If you can control when to bind, it's always crucial to... I was going to say, when you can control when to bind, it's always crucial for everyone to be there, you know? It's not a small thing. Because it's a monster with a lot of health, it's very important to have everyone there, ready to hit the thing. Anyway. So... I like wedding music when there's sounds of stabs and meat cleaving, yes indeed. Pierce up and stun. Psychic 10, don't really need that. Okay, I really need to go to the bathroom. I'm going to be in better spirits once I've taken care of that. I've been very much on edge, half as a result of that, and half because I just really want to get those fucking Sky Swayers, but it's not going to happen when people are going to bind when no one's there. Okay, just going to put some stuff away. And, probably engage this guy in further conversation once I'm back. I will take about, I don't know, a minute to do this. Let me just turn off my audio input. God, the update has changed it a little bit in terms of all the icons, but, alright, I'll be back in a moment. Alright, I'm back. So someone's been typing the entire time. I'm sure that guy's been giving me a lecture of some description. I will go back and read the whole chat log and respond to him, but that's if he hasn't already left. Okay, so I'm just going to read that all back. I did read the sentence, "I'm a nice guy, let's keep it that way." Ooh, very, very frightening. I'll be out of the way for this one. Let's have a look, shall we? What has he said to me? Okay. I was about to say, if you can control when to bind, then don't bind when only 2 out of 4 people are ready to hit the thing. Blah, blah, it's a game, just for fun, not toxicity. This is true. That's fair. I shouldn't have said that he was dumb. That was unnecessary. I was just on edge, very frustrated at that moment, mainly because I really wanted to get those horns broken. I was the only person who was hitting the horns, so at that time I was very frustrated to see someone binding when you have full power over whether or not you hit that binder, and only 2 people were there. And I wasn't one of those people, the only person who can break the horns, at least efficiently, you know. Skysway, wow, how did he manage that? Congrats, just because I didn't use it how you wanted me to, don't be so ignorant, or more so to speak. Yeah, right. KKKKKKK, so that's how many Ku Klux Klan members there? I'm a nice guy, let's keep it that way. Be happy, guys, is all. I gotta go. Thanks for hunting. NP, see ya. Has everyone left yet? Just had to read what was going on there. Soul left. So, unfortunately I couldn't engage him in further conversation. I was going to apologise for saying that he was dumb, but... Oh, 89's back. Well, I'm not doing more Elatrion just for the sake of the stream. I wouldn't want to have that be too boring for you guys. We're not doing 3 Elatrions, the first being a fail and the second not even succeeding in hitting the horn. But, or the corn, rather. Hey, hey. Hi again. Yes, we will do something different, for sure, but, yes, Elatrion died this time. What a surprise. Well, no, I don't want to sound too... You guys still farming Elatrion? I'd like to hunt something else. Okay. No, I feel a lot better after relieving myself, I can tell you that much. There's a little bit too much pressure going on in my head at that moment. I was a volcano ready to explode. But, anyway. But yeah, I will certainly concede that it was unnecessary to say that he was dumb, you know. It's certainly not the most, aggressive thing I've ever said. I was particularly nasty back in Try, and I don't say that to, you know, brag. I say that because it's just how I was, you know. Monster Hunter doesn't bring the best out of me as a person, it really doesn't. But I think we've all got things we need to deal with. And one of mine is just being nice to people. I mean, I'm generally nice to people, but this is one of those scenarios where I'm really not. Post next. Who's up? Anyone who wants something? Well, I don't mind. I might check to see if there's something that I need. I don't know. But I don't know if Jacobson is still hunting. I thought Jacobson said that he needed to go, but maybe not. Maybe it was actually what's his face who said that Soul, the guy who I said was dumb, and he got very upset after that point. I mean, I could have said, "Are you a complete fucking moron?" But I didn't say that. Anyway. So, generally it's bow upgrades that I'm looking for. Oh, who would have thought? The one thing that I need to upgrade of these bows... Actually, no, I need some... Actually, can we do Gen Moran? Can we do Gen? Well, bye, Jacob. I think he did say that he needed to go, but that was the most delayed fucking departure ever. Flavio says, sure. Alrighty. So, I actually need some Moran All Brace. So, and that's for the World Seer Bow. I believe that's... The World Seer Bow is used for... Dragon Rapid? Rapid Dragon? Whatever I'm saying. Or is it Dragon Spread? It's possible. Jacob out. Yes, indeed. Okay. Now, what's fun to do for Gen Moran? This will be the last hunt, by the way, because I need to... Alright, catch you later, Paul. Thanks for joining. Post-Gen, it's easy. Yeah, I'm not considering not hunting Gen, you know, just because Jacob left. How's the lighting? Looks pretty dark, but it's not too bad. I'm just trying to think of what's interesting, you know. I like to use Greatsword on Gen personally, but that's probably not too fun. Let's use Lance, how about that? Alteus Gloralis, let's just do that. I don't use Lance too often, so It's nice to do that. Ethan, if you're watching, Gundam is certainly still on. Going to do one more. Ethan and I have been watching Gundam every night, pretty much. That's our ritual these days. By the way, anyone who's still watching, we are probably going to go live tomorrow in Generations Ultimate. The idea was that I wasn't going to continue recording Generations Ultimate until I got this capture card, because I saw that our recordings in Generations Ultimate were kind of marred by those skips in the video, and it happened just too often. If it would every now and again, like once every few minutes, maybe it would be okay, but it was more like multiple times in a minute, and that's just not okay. So I held off on doing more recordings of Generations Ultimate until I got this capture card, and now that I do have the capture card, I will be doing some more hunts with Ethan in that game. Do we only have... Okay, let's just do this, the event one, that's fine. If I can fucking find it. Here we go, Herald of Prosperity. Okay, what's being said here? Flavio says, I need one sky. Wow. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. He obviously thought he only needed one, but actually he needed two, which is pretty unfortunate for him. There's something about Jen Moran. I never get sick of him. He's kind of a boring hunt in a sense, but I enjoy him in a way that I certainly don't enjoy Lao Shan Lung. Like, Lao Shan Lung is a fucking waste of space in my opinion, but yeah. I don't know if Ethan's still watching, so I'm going to message him and just make sure that he knows that we're still doing Gundam. Okay. Oh, he's playing Rocket League, don't worry about it. In fact, he's probably in the middle of a crazy match right now and can't respond to me. Anyway. Let's go and eat, and we'll go and take on a Jen Moran to finish up here. A nice relaxed hunt, which is probably what's needed at this stage. Oh, you're here, Ethan. Good to know. I just wasn't sure if you were still watching or not, or listening. Lucky cat. May very well need that. Now, all brace. I think that's the leg, isn't it? I think legs give chance for all brace, but I'm not 100% sure on that. I believe that they're carvable from the mouth, so maybe I will go and do some mouth carves for once. Usually I do hit the monster in the mouth, but... yeah, what have we got here? Glacial Diva. Ice. Well, that's if you're sick of using dragon, I suppose. Nothing wrong with ice, for sure, but... that's a very nice set for Honed Blade, I have to say. I generally like raw resistance, so I went with Rocksteady, but that is, of course, very talisman dependent. To pretty much use whatever skill you want with Honed Blade, you do need a 3-point Edgemaster Talisman with something that's worthwhile as a secondary. And I do remember one time I turned up to a room, no joke, I had my Honed Blade set, and these guys wanted to do speedruns of a quest, and I thought, okay, fine, I'll join them. And so again, I had my Honed Blade set with Rocksteady, and this guy was like, swap out Rocksteady for Bombardier. And I'm like, you do realize that I don't just have a fucking talisman that has Bombardier and Edgemaster, right? Like, I don't have a fucking selection of whatever talisman I want to use. Like, obviously, I only have a limited number of Edgemaster talismans. I think I only have 3 or something like that. And the one with Rocksteady is by far the best. So it was just bizarre to see the guy expect that I would have a bomb boost Edgemaster talisman. It was just odd. But anyway. Some people don't make sense. They really don't. But he was a high level person, and as I said, high level people don't really think straight. Thiago joined. Unfortunate for him because we just started the quest. Hey. I won't go so far as to say, oh, we're in the middle of a Jen Moran quest, so you're going to have to sit here for a while. In fact, no, I'm going to say, I'm going to let him know I'll be closing the room after. This is nice to say. This hunt, so don't stay. Oh, after his blocked again. You can just see it next to my shoulder. After is blocked. After. Okay, let's use the ballista. So basically, after is a very juvenile term for arse in German. And for some reason, they fucking block it. It's really annoying. I understood why they did it in the European servers, but they did it in the US servers as well. They had it so that after, or after, however they say it, was actually blocked. It's just bizarre. Thiago has responded to me in a language that is not English, so yeah, whatever. I've given him his warning. My conscience is clear. If he wants to sit there for 20 minutes and wait for me to close the room, that's alright. Now, back legs please. Oh, I guess maybe he Google translated it, and if he knew that it was after that I had written, and worked it out for himself, and he basically, maybe he was saying, ah, thank you, or ah, I understand, or something like that. He wrote, ah, maledito, I don't know. It's probably Spanish, you know. Or Italian, probably not Italian. I don't mind using the lance. I think it's quite enjoyable. I had a lot of fun with the Elatrion Gleam, as it was referred to in Tri, which is the Elatrion Lance. It's called the Gloralis in this version. I shielded that rock, which saved me from getting thrown off, fortunately. But yeah. But it's worth mentioning that I'm very happy. This is assuming that this... oh, I need to get out of here. Come on. I shielded it. I don't know if that helped, but... basically, assuming that this capture card is doing what I am expecting it to do, given that I spent quite a bit of money buying this fucking thing, I'm going to have to tell this guy I'm closing the room as well. We'll see if he stays. He might be dumb and not realize that we're on a quest, but yeah. There we go, broke that one. But what I was going to say was that it was always a concern for me to record this game, because I knew that consistently I was going to have video problems with all of these recordings. I just sort of put up with it, you know. I was just like, whatever, I'm going to pretend that it's not happening. But of course it still bothers you, even if you pretend that it's not happening. But now that I've got a better capture card, that shouldn't be the case. This should be a nice, smooth recording. This guy is speaking to me in German. Which is awkward because I'm going to say after to him, but maybe I'll say at the end of this hunt instead. Just so that he's not giggling that I'm saying after. I'm closing the room at the end of this hunt. So don't stay. Okay. Did I get potions already? I don't think so, or first aid meds, whatever. Just to save my materials. I've been spending a lot of them. But yeah, again, assuming that this recording's going well, I'm really happy that I can now record this game in a way that it's not going to be flawed in some way visually, which makes me happy. As far as upgrading my webcam in any way, I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. This will not happen. It's currently recording at 1080, and to be honest, it's fine. Like, the quality of it is what I want in a webcam view. Like, I don't want sharper quality than this. The only time that I'm going to get an upgrade for this thing... Oh god, I'm not going to gong, yeah. I'm glad I didn't gong. But yeah, I don't want to have an upgrade to this webcam until the video standard changes, where 1080p is no longer acceptable. That's pretty much the only time I'm going to upgrade this webcam. As a 1080p thing, this thing's fine. I'm keeping this for now. So, yeah. It's that Logitech camera that everyone uses. Webcam, whatever you say. The C something or other. So because I have Mind's Eye, I can just hit this Tusk as much as I want. With Purple Sharpness, I believe that you can hit that thing without bouncing. But I don't really have to worry about that. But in my opinion, just for me personally, because I'm a bit of a perfectionist in everything, if it's not super sharp, then I don't have to worry about imperfections in my appearance. So it's better for it to be slightly more grainy. It's not to the point where it's like actually a problem. You can very clearly see me. I'm not like bad quality or anything, but yeah. I don't want it to be too good, you know. It's like they say with porn, you don't want actual 4K porn because you'll see things you don't want to see. Same with a Doomlink webcam view. And I do intend for all implications of what I just said to in fact be my meaning. Anyway, we're going to keep attacking within this thing here. Maybe I could do some mining. I don't think we can get all brace through mining, but you know. Yeah, did I just give you a great image there, Ethan? I'm glad. Actually, I probably should have kept the rations. Why didn't I eat the rations? That would have been good. Would have been a lot better than just fucking deleting them, but I guess I really needed that Moran rock skin. I don't know, I'm a rock skin guy. It's weird that I'm missing that lance hit there. Okay, let's turn this way. You can see I'm getting a lot of criticals here. I do believe I have critical eye +2 on this set. I do not think Elatrion has innate critical, or rather innate affinity with any of the weapons, but again, I should have 20% on this thing, is that right? 25%? This thing has 5% affinity innately? That's bizarre. Okay, is that a, I don't know if that was a tail attack or what. Assuming that it's, no, he's not close enough for that to be a body throw, so that must be a tail attack that he was gearing up for. But anyway, the this thing must have innate, because I have critical eye +2. So if I'm 25%, it must have innate 5%, which is bizarre, but I guess I won't question it. There are still things I do not know about the Elatrion weapons. Again, some of these hits are actually missing completely. Like, there's no... See how there's no zone up there? Even though visually there's something there, you pierce into it with the lance and it just doesn't... Is that... That's a body throw. Get off, man. Come on. Throw me on the boat. Throw me on the boat. Yeah. That worked out well. Alright. Back on the boat. I just don't want to have to climb on that stupid rope. I'm sick of the rope. Ugh. Good old Flavia. I don't really need the tusks broken, but I will try to break them. Well, that was poor accuracy. I wasn't going to go for it there. Alright, ballista time. You know, I'm sure 89 is sick of Gen Moran, but I would guarantee I personally have fought more Gen Moran than this guy. That is if we're including tri-hunts as well. Now, one time, I went to shield, this was back in Tri when I was lancing at Gen Moran. I went to shield that by doing this, which of course requires X, A, and R simultaneously to be pressed. And in doing so, I actually accidentally hit the whatever it's called, the Dragonator. It was a very sad moment, I can assure you that much. It was so sad that it still sticks in my mind to this day. So that was definitely a thing. And I don't remember when that was. I've got no idea like when in my try past that happened, but it bloody well stuck with me. I never forgot it. But maybe I did it more than once. Maybe I did it twice. You never know. Maybe that's why it stuck with me, because I did it twice. But yeah, it was pretty bad. So the reason why I'm running here is so that I can jump on the back not the best frame rate, but you know, it is 3 Ultimate. I'm no stranger to bad frame rate in video games. You're gonna be kidding me. I played like 1,500 hours of the first Dark Souls game on PlayStation 3. That is lag town right there. Absolute lag town. Or blight town. But the whole game is lag town. Anyway. You're gonna need more than bad frame rate to make me dislike a game, I can tell you that much. Oh, Hen Wang. Ladies and gentlemen, can we just appreciate the fact that this guy's name is Hen Wang? I just wanted to show you all that. Hen Wang. Anyway. I'm closing. Oh god, if I could type this. Okay, I'm going to wait until after I've been thrown off. Or after he tries to throw me off at the very least. I want to get these hits off, you know. We are 3-manning. And this may very well be a stronger Gem Moran, by the way, because I was not able to find the regular Gem Moran quest, and I'm pretty sure there's both Hallowed and regular Gen in G rank in the regular quests, but I could only find Hallowed, so this may very well be, given the fact that it's an event quest, a stronger Gem Moran, so I do need to get all of my hits in. It's important. I'll let him know after this. But the worst possible thing is when you wait for a group to complete a quest, and then they come back and the room gets closed. That is the absolute smack in the face that pretty much has no comparison. Like, there's nothing as bad as that. Okay, I'm closing the room. After, with a accentuated, and not accentuated, accented A, accentuated, it's definitely accentuated, after this hunt. You know the weird thing? To be able to see people typing in the lobby while on a quest, you have to select it in an option in your game options. I think it's, might be network options, chat settings. See, this shit. Excuse me. This is usually on by default, which means that you can only see the people who are typing in the quest, which is, or MK, see ya. You should be saying thank you. Not everyone does that. But, yeah. Let's get some hits off. Can't see anything. God. Oh, I was able to see the spine. Well, not really the spine, but I guess the ridges of the Gem Moran. Let's kill some Doomlink. I might need some stuff. No, they're leaving. That's fine. You go back into the place where you belong, back into the sand, entering the final showdown. This guy knows what's up. What was I saying? I was saying something. Whatever. Well, his name's Hen Wang, anyway. I like this team. No one's by the ballista. Although if we did want to break the tusks, that would be important. But I don't. I just need all brace. I've got plenty of sturdy fangs, as I believe they're called. Sturdy fang. No, they're probably called something else, because I believe in Try it was sturdy fang, then sturdy fang plus. So it's probably something different again in this game. I'll just shield this. Do I have any stamina recovery items? I don't think so. But I will check anyway. Nope. Annoying. Break this leg first. Again, I actually don't know if this is a stronger event version or if this is just a regular version. Oh god, do I have to type this every fucking time? At least these guys can bear witness to the fact that I am very dedicated to my dear fellow hunters. At least until they fuck up in a quest. I give people the benefit of the doubt, you know. I'll let him know in a moment, once I feel like I've... Oh. It would be nice if you telegraph that a little bit more, Mr. Gian Moran, as he's referred to in Japanese. I'm closing this room after... Hold on. After this... No! after... Oh, I'm hitting the Windows key instead of Alt. After this hunt, so don't stay. Alrighty. And he still says hello anyway, you know. Alright. You know, I'm waiting for a thank you. Can I get a thank you, please? I don't need a thank you, but for me, like, I look at it in the from my own perspective, and I think, well, if someone were to say that to me, I'd be like, hey, thanks, man. Seriously, like, that's what I would say, because I'd be very thankful of a person going to the trouble of saying that to every person who joins the room. Because, you know, it's very annoying to have that scenario eventuate where you sit in a room waiting and then no one says anything. It happens a lot, it really does. Oh dear. Okay, he's not going to hit anything, he's too far away. Flavio, what's going on, man? I'm just going to give an LMAO for that. Like, that's deserving of an LMAO. I think 89 will concur. He said LOL. I found that pretty funny because he, you know, he clearly missed the timing and yet he still went for it. Basically, if you gong while the gen is in the, like, sort of in that arched position, you get him to fall over. But not only had he missed that, he waited until the gen had actually made contact with the ground before doing that. So he obviously completely fucked it up. So I found that to be extraordinarily hilarious. Oh, damn it. I'm pressing the wrong thing to charge. I'm sorry, 89. No! Again, free typing in hunts is very good. Especially when you want to trash talk people, as we've found out. But it's also good for just full communication in a hunt. You don't have to worry about not being able to say anything. You literally have full control over what is going to be said. Because you are literally sitting there typing it. That is the true stationary Monster Hunter experience. So, yeah. I fucking... Okay, well, I countered that, but I still got hit anyway, which was kind of unfortunate. I don't know if that was good positioning for the Dragonator, but I'm not going to question it. I didn't really see it, so I'm not going to say it one way or another. Yeah, don't say after, it's very rude. Capcom doesn't appreciate it if you say after, so I really should try to avoid that. I will say, it is my plan to close the room at quest conclusion. Or something like that. Hey, a binder. I would like an opportunity to carve the mouth just to make sure that I get all braces. Oh, that was a mistaken bind, apparently. Whatever. I'll take what I can get. Inventory toggled wrong. Fair. I don't really have the stamina to charge here, but anyway. What? I thought... Oh, that's right. So I don't know if you guys were able to hear that Discord notification. Let me know if you were able to hear that. But I had closed Discord when I first went live, but again, my computer blue screen, so I had to start the recording again, and it automatically opened Discord, so you probably did end up hearing that notification. Anyway. Do a back hop. There we go. He telegraphed this one, as opposed to last time. Let's try that again. Yeah. Not that that really helps, but it's good to see Guard Plus 2 actually doing what it's meant to, as opposed to what it does in fucking Generations Ultimate, where it only sometimes allows you to guard something without sort of being affected by that guard process, like when you sort of move backwards for a moment and can't do anything after guarding something. Alright. This is the time to gong. Oh, wait. I'm just going to give another LMAO for that one. When I said it was time to gong, I didn't mean literally at that moment. I meant like, you know, that was your fucking opportunity to get ready for it. I got a message from someone, I think. What would you like? Why am I getting oh, no comment. No comment. Anyway. It will be very annoying to put those two recordings together, by the way. So maybe I won't even do that. Because this is a really long recording. And I would only be missing the first 20 minutes or so. Like, am I really going to sit there rendering a video for however long it would take? Maybe 2 hours to render this video in Vegas Pro, just for an extra 20 minutes of content? Maybe I would, but I don't think I'll subject myself to that. I'll just have it be 2 separate recordings, I think. Which is kind of annoying, but I mean, it's definitely annoying, but again, I'm not so sure if I'm willing to. Actually, no, I will edit them together. I've decided that it bothers me enough that I'm actually going to subject myself to that. So let's do it. I'll have it uploaded tonight. Don't worry. But yeah. Well. That's it for this recording, guys. Hopefully we get an all brace from this hunt. Oh, could be 2 all braces there. It's possible to get brace plus. I do not want brace plus, incidentally. What have we got? All brace and all brace. I think that's all I needed. That has worked out rather well. Alright. And with that, I think we have what we need to upgrade that bow. So we'll go and upgrade the bow, and then I will let that stage finish. 363. I will, at this light stage, finish the recording. That is a reference for anyone who is not aware at this light stage. Yeah, if anyone's not aware of that reference at this light stage, then there's really not much that can be said. But, yeah. Go watch the try recording, I guess. I still got a little bit of port in there. That's actually really annoying. Anyway. Thanks for hunting, says 89. Thanks, guys. I'll let them leave. I continue in other room. Yes, you do that. I guess I've, typed it out enough times at this point that I'm ending the room that they know what to do afterwards. So I will go and upgrade the World Seer's Proof to World Seer's Bounty. And I believe that's the last upgrade. Yeah, it is. And that's some pretty good stats. Or those are some pretty good stats. Come on, Flavio. Waiting on you, man. Thank you, Flavio. For those who don't know, it is etiquette, or rather it is good etiquette in this game to tell people when you are leaving if you're the host. Because you will disconnect everyone in your room when you leave. And they'll have to manually rejoin again. So it's always good etiquette to let people know. It's 10 times more the case if you've got someone sitting in your room waiting to hunt next time and you're leaving anyway, But in a normal scenario, if you were to leave as the host, that wouldn't necessarily mean that no further hunts would continue. But in this game, yes, it does mean that, because you basically close the whole room, so that's it for hunts. And some might say, hey, that sounds terrible. Well, guess what? Back in Try, if the host left during the quest, it would actually cancel the fucking quest. So be glad that doesn't happen in this game, because that was fucking terrible back then. Anyway, once again, I do hope that this recording worked out well, visually and auditorily. And I do thank you all for watching. I'm going to edit them together into one single video, and I will have that uploaded, hopefully by this evening. So within the next, let's say, 5 hours. And, yeah, all you VOD viewers will be watching that instead, which is fine. I wish that, even though I'm downloading the... Actually, because I am going to do this in WMV format, maybe it will look better than just automatically re-uploading the Twitch VOD downloads, because when I download a Twitch VOD, it's in MP4 format. And if I want to avoid rendering anything or editing anything, I will just re-upload that. But it ends up looking the same because YouTube applies the same compression to it. But maybe that can be avoided if instead of MP4 format, I render it as WMV. Now, I would not be willing to render them all individually just to get better quality. But if I'm going to edit this shit anyway and export it in WMV, maybe we'll see better quality in the end. So anyway, I do thank you all for watching, and I'll see you when I'm next recording. In fact, I can tell you when I'm next recording. It will be in about, let's say, well, I'm not going to tell you how many hours it's going to be from now, because it probably won't be correct. I don't know exactly when. But tomorrow, certainly, in my time zone, we will be doing some hunts with Ethan in Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. But I do thank you all for watching for probably the third or fourth time now, and I'll see you in my next recording. Bye-bye.